Greetings and salutations, Mega Wizard 79 here with another episode of Skyrim.
It's so bright out here.
Krutz, Barbarian, and Edition. And in our last episode, we did Hercine's quest line, so today we're going to be doing Vermina's. And to get that started, we just have to go to the inn over here.
I work for the Wind Peak Inn. You should head on inside.
It's a curse. It has to be. I've got to get out of this town.
Irgnir, get a hold of yourself. They're just dreams. Please tell her, Erandur.
Listen to your friend, Fuki. They are just dreams, my dear. I assure you that it is quite normal.
It's the same dream over and over again. You think that's normal? It's evil, I tell you.
Erandur, she has a point. You keep telling us no harm will follow these dreams, but they must be an omen.
Give him a chance to speak. He's trying to help us.
Everyone, please. I'm doing what I can to end these nightmares. In the meantime, all I ask is you remain strong and put your trust in Lady Mara.
I will. Thank you.
The Wind Peak Inn features the finest bard in all of Dawnstar. Me.
What troubles you, my son? And what might you need, The entire town is being plagued by horrible nightmares. They're in serious danger, but I'm afraid there's little I can do about it. These dreams are manifestations created by the Daedric Lord, Vermina. She has an awful hunger for our memories. In return, she leaves behind nightmares, not unlike a cough marks a serious illness. I must end her terrible influence over these people before the damage becomes permanent. I need to return to the source of the problem, to Nightcaller Temple. Perhaps you'd be willing to assist me in that regard. I've already said too much. If anyone overhears what we're saying, it could start a panic. I would simply ask that you trust me and help me end Dawnstar's nightmares. Wonderful. My Lady Mara will be quite pleased. Nightcaller Temple is only a short walk from Dawnstar. Come, we must hurry. Vermina resides in a strange realm known as Quagmire, a nightmarish land where reality shifts upon itself in seemingly impossible ways. From her citadel at the center, she reaches forth to collect our memories, leaving nothing in return apart from visions of horror and despair. Who can say? Perhaps she collects them for display like works of art in a nonsensical art gallery. Whatever the case may be, her intentions are far from benevolent. I promise to answer all of your questions. Follow me.
So, ooh, wow. That priest is packing. He's got an ebony mace. He's ready to crack some skulls. So your reward for this quest line is one of two things. It is either the Skull of Corruption, which is Vermina's artifact, or
Follow me.
It's him.
Way.
As a very useful follower. He'll always stay here at Nightcaller Temple, so you always know where he is and all that stuff.
Feels good to finally have a chance to help these people. Helplessly watching them suffer has been difficult.
Alright. As long as I don't approach him, we won't miss out on that dialogue.
The tower on that hill is our destination. People around here call it the Tower of the Dawn. I'm not familiar with the tower's history, but it was deserted for quite a long time before Nightcaller Temple was established inside. When the temple was active, the priests would rarely be seen in Dawnstar. They prefer to live a solitary existence. The temple's been abandoned for decades now. Ironic, isn't it? A ruin within a ruin. There's a small shrine to Mara I established inside the tower's entry hall. I was hoping to seek spiritual guidance from her.
That's essentially your two options. You either get the artifact or you get him as a follower. He's actually a pretty good follower. He can cast some really strong healing spells. He deals some decent amount of damage on his own. I mean, like I said, he has an ebony mace right here. So depending on what, when you start this quest, he'll have a leveled weapon accordingly. Currently, I am at a point where ebony weapons spawn in the world, so that's what he has. As far as his outfit, though, he'll always be dressed like this, though. Because he's a priest. But yeah, whenever I do this quest line, it's always usually 100% destroying the artifact. Mostly because, it's kind of evil, and I don't like, I don't really, agree with the values of Vermina. She's, kind of a bitch. No apologies here. She is a total cunt. Now, for the most part, the enemies in here, they're mostly just the priests, no, not priests, no, I think that's what he called them, priests. But yeah, it's mostly just the priests in here. They're all kind of in a suspended animation. Here comes some, wow, 3 of them. Ooh. Okay.
Who's there?
They mustn't stop us.
Huh. Yeah, so normally if you come here fairly early enough, unlike I have, you'll be greeted by spiders. Not 3 frost trolls, just usually 3 spiders. Yeah, but yeah, they hit fairly hard, as you can see. There we go. But yeah, that was very surprising. I wasn't expecting 3 frost trolls. Usually I bang this quest out pretty early, just because it's really that easy. The priests themselves are not that difficult, mostly because they have leveled. I think the worst spells they usually cast is like what is it, Firebolt and Lightning Bolt at best.
Before we enter, I must warn you about the dangers that could be lurking within. Years ago, this temple was raided by an orc war party seeking revenge. They were being plagued by nightmares, just like the people of Dawnstar.
Let's get indoors. Or in a cave. Anywhere, just out of this.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. There's also some orc barbarians in here, but I don't have much to. I don't really have any issue to deal with them.
Before we enter, I must warn you about the dangers that could be lurking within. Years ago, this temple was raided by an orc war party seeking revenge. They were being plagued by nightmares, just like the people of Dawnstar. No. Knowing they could never defeat the orcs, the priests of Vermina released what they called the miasma, putting everyone to sleep. I'm concerned that when this place is unsealed, the miasma will dissipate and they'll awaken. Both orcs and priests alike. The miasma was created by the priests of Vermina for their rituals. It's a gas that places the affected in a deep sleep. Because the rituals would last for months or even years, the miasma was designed to slow down the aging process. Sadly, yes. The longer an individual is exposed to the miasma, the more the mind can become damaged. Those who've been under the effect of it for extended periods of time have been known to lose their minds entirely. In some cases, a few never awoke at all. Once we get inside, all will become clear.
This must be that beautiful Skyrim weather I've always heard about.
Oh boy. Your follower cannot accompany you here. Yeah, I thought as much. Okay, so she's just stuck outside. Yeah, I assume the reason they do that is because of the mechanics that deal with this place.
Give me just a moment, and I'll have this open.
Alright, and yeah, like you said, there's a shrine right there. Alright.
Now I can show you the source of the nightmares. Over here. Behold the skull of corruption, the source of Dawnstar's woes. We must reach the inner sanctum and destroy it. Come, there's no time to lose.
Alright. Now, it really is as simple as just going down these stairs. Unfortunately, though, we won't be able to, get any further than that. Well, right here, actually. That.
We fight to the last. Look.
Where's my...
That's it. That's all you got.
Ah. Yeah, these guys are really weak.
Damn it! The priests must have activated this barrier when the miasma was released. Impossible, actually. I wonder. There may be a way to bypass the barrier, but I must check their library and confirm it can be done. I suppose there's no point in concealing the truth any longer. My knowledge of this temple comes from personal experience. I was a priest of Vermina. When the orcs invaded the temple, I fled. I left my brothers and sisters here to die. I've spent the last few decades living in regret and seeking redemption from Mara. And by her benevolence, I will right my wrongs. I still have my key to the library. Whenever you're ready, let's move on. Lore holds that the skull of corruption holds a constant hunger for the memories of others. The skull has been out of touch for so long, I fear it's gained the ability to reach out on its own and try to feed. What it does with these memories is just conjecture, and an argument for scholars and historians to this very day. We mustn't tarry. The skull needs to be destroyed as soon as possible.
So yeah, so this is actually one of the few rare instances where you get to destroy a Daedric item. And there it is, just within arm's reach too. That's the funny part. You know, you could just slip right through here, jump down, and boom, there you are. But unfortunately, you know, we're not savages, so we can't do that. Even though it's like, it's
just up here.
It's not even a 10-foot drop. You could totally make that and not get hurt.
Be careful. We're certain to find more of the awakened within.
Alright. I'm only doing this because I have black soul gems, so...
Take heed, they've awakened.
Wait, we're still under attack!
Yeah, it's funny because I'm an orc. That's the funny part. I am an orc, so it makes sense that they would attack me. Anyway, now this place. Woohoo! This place. Books galore. This is a good place to start building your library. Alright. Oh yeah, by the way, that, the outfits these guys are wearing, it's, super unique. One of a kind. So, I would suggest grabbing them, because, you'll never find them anywhere else in Skyrim, I promise you that.
This library used to be filled with arcane volumes. Now look, almost everything's been burned. I hope the tome we need is still intact.
Oh, it is. Yeah. Don't forget, I'm player 1, so... Yeah. So much loss in knowledge. Anyway. But yeah, but the book we're looking for, you couldn't miss it.
What was that?
Shoot! Alright, so I still have the black soldier. Yep, okay. Alright, now I can just switch over to this sucker. Thank you. Ah, here's the guy that I shot, that I knocked down here. There we go. But yeah, like I said, this stuff is rare, one of a kind. I would grab them all.
Barring any more interruptions, perhaps we can locate the information I need. Barring any more interruptions, perhaps we can locate the information I need. We're looking for a book of alchemical recipes called the Dream Stride. The tome bears the likeness of Vermina on the cover. It should be here somewhere. If you'll check the shelves around the balcony, I'll check around the lower level.
Yep, it's actually up there. Like I said, it's really easy to find. There we go. But yeah, it's not that hard to miss. Thank you. Okay, yeah. So the majority of these books down here are all destroyed. Pretty much the only ones that'll probably be safe are right here, are on pedestals. I mean, you might find maybe one or two. Yeah, see, like most of the good books will be on pedestals, not on the actual shelves. Please ignore that. The game just wants to make a liar out of me, but I promise you, the majority of them are on those pedestals. There's no point in going that way just yet. You'll just end up triggering... you'll just end up triggering stuff. I mean, you don't want any of that. Thank you. There you go. Anyway. Okay, I think that should be all of them. So let's just head up here. So the book we want is right over there. And here it is. See? Couldn't miss it. And yes, this book, you do get to keep it. It's one of those super unique books. It'll fit on any bookshelf, and it will be an excellent addition to anyone's collection. It is a very beautiful book. Douche. But yeah. So you can see these. One of a kind. Very nice. Enchantable. And yeah. It looks exquisite. Made out of very unique. Yeah, made out of very unique materials, if I would assume.
Yes, my son. What is it I can help with? Let me take a look. Mara be praised. There is a way past the barrier to the inner sanctum. It involves a recipe for a liquid known as Vermina's torpor. Yes, the torpor grants an ability the priests of Vermina called the Dream Stride, using dreams to travel distances in the real world.
I have no idea how the heck that works. But yes, that is amazing.
Quite amazing, yes. Alchemy and the blessings of a divine, distilled down into a ingestible liquid. Sadly, I have yet to see it function in person. As a sworn priest of Mara, the elixir won't work for me. The torpor will only work for priests of Vermina, or the unaffiliated.
Convenient. Forget it, it could kill me! Do you know where we could find the torpor? Sounds dangerous. How can you be certain?
All believe there is a laboratory in the East Wing. If we proceed there, we should be able to locate a sample. You'll be viewing the memory of another through your own eyes and with your own body. Those around you will perceive you as normal, and you will find the words you utter may not be your own. Thanks to all of these odd principles, there is quite a lot of debate as to whether this is really a dream or just the machinations of Vermina. I will watch over you as you slumber to ensure your safety. If I deduce anything is amiss, I will use my arts to bring you back. Otherwise, I am uncertain what will end your dream stride. Perhaps when Vermina's curious appetite has been filled. The laboratory adjoins the library. I'm hoping we'll find a sample of the torpor left undamaged.
Oh, we'll find like at least 2 samples, I think, if I recall correctly. Okay, cool. So yeah, yeah, let's bust this sucker out for a little while. Anyway, so yeah, so what's really cool about this is that you'll be a different character. You'll be inhabiting the body of one of these priests. And yeah. It's really cool. It's kind of hard to describe. Alright, where are you, suckers? There you are. Nighty night.
Take heed, they've awakened.
Iniesta. They're still here.
Defiler! Kill the defilers! Just give up! You can't win!
I beg to differ. God, I love this. It's great.
Now that they've been dealt with, we need to find the torpor. It should be in a small bottle, very similar to a potion. I'll begin searching up here.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The torpor should be in a tall bottle with dark liquid. If you find it, bring it to me.
See, that's much more specific. Thank you. Yeah, I hate these stupid... trying to pick these damn things up is kind of annoying, but... Yep, and there it is. Okay, that's just cobwebs. Ooh. Hello. Alright. There we go. That lets us circumvent all this and come back in here if we want. Anyway. Alright, so thank you. This is also a good location to find fire salts and troll fat and what have you. So if you need any of that stuff for a quest, yeah, just come here. Just do this quest. You won't regret it. You'll either come out with a really cool Daedric item, or you'll have a follower. Your choice. Yep, see, Daedra Heart, Ice Wraith Teeth. Very good potions. I don't need dog meat. Yeah, it's just, there we go. Personally, though, I would seriously just come here for the,
Yes, my son. What?
But yeah, I would just come here for the fashion alone, to be perfectly honest. Yep. I didn't want the potion. There we go. Anyway, another book. Very nice.
Yes, my son. What is it I can help with?
Yeah, he'll just keep saying stuff like that. Which is kind of annoying, but Thank you. Now, do be careful when you're fighting these guys in here, because things will just get blown everywhere. And, unless you really want to be on your hands and knees looking for everything, I would just recommend, minding what you hit in this room. Now, believe it or not, this is actually a very, very good source for burned books and stuff if you're wanting to make Atronach spellbooks and scrolls. Well, spellbooks mostly, because you need burned books for spellbooks. You just need sheets of you just need rolled up paper to create scrolls. But either way, this is a very good place to find these things, and thus cut down your time. And then all you do is just go to the Atronach Forge, follow the instructions, yada yada yada. But yeah, this is a very good place to just stock up on those. And yeah. It's actually worth it just because those things can sell for a fair amount of money. And if you don't feel like buying your own, you can just make your own. All you need is just some frost salts, a few burned books, Oh, I forget what else you need. I think it might need a Daedra heart. It probably does. I wouldn't be surprised if it didn't. I mean, I'd be surprised if it didn't. All right, so yeah. Now we'll just leave it here for now, and in the next episode we'll finish off this quest line. But until that time, though, this is Mega Wizard 79 bidding you all adieu.